Hi all, and welcome to this week's general energy reading. Pick a card. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it is the right time for you. I am re-recording this introduction because the first one, my audio cut out, and I will admit that I have some audio problems throughout the entire video, which is really weird because I actually have a very nice external microphone. That shouldn't be doing that. And it was a beautiful, wonderful gift that someone I gave a reading to bought for me. And I think it's really interesting because the stones that I was driven to pick are all about communication and self-love. So there might be a need to clear out the throat chakra and apply some self-love. So I just wanted to throw that in there because communication was so difficult continuously for this reading. Even now, this is actually my second attempt at re-recording this introduction because Sue, my cat there, wonderfully, adorably interrupted the first one, and if you hear any scratching, that's my tortoise Wanda who's interrupting this one. So I feel like we just need to speak our truth and speak it with kindness and speak it with love, is kind of the message I'm getting with that. So anyway, this is group 1 with the blue lace agate, group 2 with the morganite, group 3 with the chrysocolla, and group 4 with the pink calcite. All right, guys, I will see you at your group, and again, sorry for the audio problems. All right, pile number 1, you picked the blue lace agate, and this is your reading, your general energy, weekly, timeless, pick a card reading. That's a mouthful. All right, so let's find out. Oh, not yet. Ooh, they got a lot to say. Let's find out what's going on with pile 1, though, this week. What does pile 1 need to know? What messages do they need to have? And just a reminder that this is a general reading. It is a pick a card reading, so it may not always resonate. And if it doesn't resonate, then just leave it behind. You're free to pick another pile or pick another reading. You know, don't take anything that doesn't make you feel good, because that's not the point of this. Although I will always tell the truth, and sometimes the advice the universe gives you can be a little hard, but that's okay. That's why we're taking it. Help us grow. That's all it is. All right, pile 1. Pile 1. What is pile 1? I'm running out of room. Okay, there we go. Okay. So pile 1, I'm going to start just kind of reading your story, and things will come together as we get into it. So to start off, we have the 2 of arrows, which is also the 2 of swords. Oh, that is glary. I am sorry. In reverse. So that tells me that at some point in your past, you had a choice that you had to make, and you made the choice. Like, you're no longer stuck. You did make a choice. You have moved forward. But we have the 3 of wands in reverse right next to it. So I'm getting like you're not sure if you made the right choice. Like, you can't really see the big picture surrounding it to know, like, is this the path that you were meant to be headed on? But yes, you are, because you have the 10 of cups right next to it upright. So you are, the choice that you made is leading you toward your ultimate fulfillment, with all 10 cups of emotional fulfillment, happy hearth and home. So whatever choice you made, even though you can't see necessarily the road ahead of you and how it's going to get you there, it is going to get you there. You have the magician here. So you do have everything at your disposal to manifest what it is you want in life. And so just keep manifesting because your manifestations are starting to come true. You have that power. Um, and then we have here the 19 awakening. Um, this deck doesn't go have the traditional meanings titles of the cards, and I'm trying to remember which one 19 is. Because Judgment is 20, so what came? I mean, I have to look really quick. Bugger. Just because I'm blanking on it. Awakening, what is this? 19. Oh, it's the sun. Oh, that's awesome. Not usually known as awakening, but I can see that. So, okay, so you have the sun. So, yeah, oh my God, you have this, the Ten of Cups, the Magician, the sun awakening, which is obviously just happiness. And so you are manifesting everything that is going to bring you happiness. You did make the right choice. You're on the super right path. Truly, Eight of Swords, stop worrying about it. You made the right call. So now you need to get yourself out of these fears and anxieties that are trapping you so that you can move forward. And you have here the King of Swords. So I think that's just saying like move forward with a clear mind. Try to look at things a little objectively if you can, because the King of Swords is a mature man, and again, doesn't have to be a man, who assesses the situation, who makes decisions based on justice and honor and what's the right thing. And he's not swayed by emotions, but he's also not heartless either. So he does take it into account. And I think that's the energy that you just need to have that'll help you get out of this trapped feeling in this Eight of Swords. Um, yeah, because you might have had money problems in the past, but that's behind you with this Five of Coins in reverse. I feel like you're worrying about it, but it's already behind you. You've already moved on, and you just need to release that. Um, have the Princess or Page of Cups here. So, and what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you're starting something new. Very clearly, you're starting kind of something different. Because I don't have any aces here, so I don't necessarily know that this is a new venture, but maybe a new approach to something, whatever this choice was that you made. You're still pretty novice, I feel, on it. And so you're letting your emotions get the best of you because you don't really know how to handle it. And so instead of being in this Page of Cups energy, you need to be in this King of Swords energy. Because she's just letting all that water run out. And it's because she's, being a page and not a queen, she's inexperienced. And again, gender doesn't matter. So I'm saying she just because the card is a she. Um, and so I feel it's like you need to really, and especially since this is under the Magician, where it's like you need to trust more in your own power because you have all that power. You have it there. Um, don't just let your worries and anxieties and feeling that you're in new territory and not quite sure how to move forward. Yeah, not sure how to move forward with that Three of Wands, not sure how to move forward, really keep you from making any progress at all. So don't let it do that. Um, yep, because you have the Tower here in reverse. So you are experiencing some drastic changes. And instead of clinging to what you knew in the past, you need to release it. Let these changes come because they are bringing you ultimate happiness. You're going to be so happy. You just need to let the changes come. Don't cling to it. Let those old structures break down because like the thing with the tower is if it's breaking down, that means it wasn't very stable or secure in the first place. So release it and don't try to pick up the pieces either because you're going to build something new. You're going to build something new that's going to, like, that's what this is. You can build whatever you want to build. You have that power. So let's get some clarifications here. Okay. What advice do we have regarding the tower? Nope, you don't want to start at the Tower. Let's start at the Three of Wands then. What if I stay up for the Three of Wands? Oh, you were chatty just a minute ago. Come on. Okay. Give me more information about this Three of Wands in reverse, please. There we go. Oh, there's an ace. Okay, so Ace of Wands. It is a new beginning, a new passionate endeavor, creative pursuit, most likely, since it's the Ace of Wands, and wands are all about passion and creativity, and so you are starting out something new. And since, I mean, that ace came out upright, so it is a new prosperous. This is a good start. You're off to a good start, even though you can't see it. So what's blocking them? What's blocking them from seeing this awesome new start? The Magician, also upright. So you have the Magician twice now. Oh my gosh, you have so much manifestation power going on, and so much creative power. So what's preventing you from seeing it, as I'm getting, is it's not in reverse, um, but I'm almost feeling it's like you aren't stepping into your full power as the Magician. Um, and you need to just kind of embrace it. And so instead of focusing on like, you get to create your path, and maybe that's what's holding you back, is that you're expecting it to just kind of be laid out for you, and that there should be like, just walk this way kind of signs, but really you get to create it. You, instead of what is it? I think it's a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. It's one of my favorites, where it's, do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And like, that's where you're at right now. And so I feel like you're confused because you don't see a path, but that's because you're blazing a brand new trail forward. Um, Tell me more about this Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I want one for each. Eight of Swords and Five of Pentacles. Ooh, okay, you get that many. Okay, so we had the Hangman that came out. So you've been needing to look at things, you need to look at things from a new perspective. It's okay to take time before moving forward in order to gain this wisdom and new perspective, because the Hangman is oh my gosh, I can't grab it, representative of Odin when he hung upside down on the tree of Yggdrasil to gain the wisdom and knowledge from the tree of life. And so it's taking that time out to really look at things and gain new perspective. So I think that you just need to take that time, allow yourself the new perspective, and whatever, you have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. So whatever like illusions or fears that you had, you need to release them, because things are coming to light, and you just need to see things as they actually are. Um, and then you have the Princess of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse, and I feel like you're almost like manipulating yourself into this state of this Five of Coins, into thinking that you are without, when you actually have so much abundance coming in, and the ability to get so much abundance. And you just need to, again, change that way of thinking. And it's interesting because the ones that are in reverse are these pages. So I'm getting like, this is your insecurity. But the one that's upright is this King of Swords. So it's like you have the Magician twice. So you have all this power and ability, and you're somehow doubting yourself. You're somehow making yourself smaller. And that's like what you need to release and see the truth of, is that like, yeah, Eight of Swords. You're trapping yourself, you're limiting yourself, because you're not a page, you're a freaking king, and you're a freaking magician, and you have all of this um, within you, and like opening up for you. So stop doubting yourself, and I think like you really just need to build up your own confidence and belief in yourself and your abilities, because you have it, you're there, and I feel like that's part of this change that you need to embrace. um, let's get some advice. What advice? Oh, I was gonna do the tower. No, I feel like it's just embrace that change, because we've already moved on and I'm not getting called to go back. So embrace the change. All right. What advice do we have for pile one? What advice do we have for pile one? Ooh, almost there. Let's get 3. That's not 3. It's not taking it. 3 cards. 3 advice cards for pile one. I love these cards, but they're glossy, so they kind of stick together sometimes. All right, I'm about to just pick 3. 3 advice cards for pile one. There's 2. All right. 3. Okay, so we got efficiency upside down, love, jealousy right side up, and certainty upside down. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that you might be jealous of someone else. It could be like, what I'm almost getting from this is like when you look on Instagram and you see how awesome other people are doing and you're just like, man, I'm just super not there and I don't know if I can get there, and that's where you like start doubting yourself versus recognizing again this power that you have, which is making it super inefficient for getting toward your dreams. And yeah, you clearly, like with certainty in reverse, you clearly have a lot of doubt, and you just need to find that trust and that confidence in yourself again, and like be certain of yourself, of your choices, of your path, of your creativity, of your abilities, of your skills, and use those to be efficient and to stop comparing yourself to others. Did you see that? That tower wanted to turn back around. See, that's how you accept change. All right, pile one, I hope this resonated. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you next time. And again, if it didn't resonate, feel free to pick another pile or to pick another reading. And there's also so many other very talented YouTube tarot readers out there that it's okay. So yes, I hope it resonated, but if it didn't, leave it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Hi, and welcome, pile number 2. You're the one that picked the Morganite. And this is your general energy pick a card reading for this week. It is timeless, so whenever this finds you is the week that it's meant to find you. So let's find out for pile 2. What advice do they need to know that's going on in their lives, their general energy of the week ahead for pile 2? And what do they need to know? Okay, that was fast. All right, pile 2. Almost every single card in here is reversed except for 3. So 7 are reversed, and I do read reversals because I feel like they give a deeper meaning and interpretation, and reversals aren't always bad. They get a bad rep. So let's dive in. I'm going to just start reading, and as I read, the story is going to kind of become a little clearer. You have some really great cards here too. So to start out, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And so immediately what I'm getting is that you've had some kind of message delayed, like you were expecting something, and the message just really hasn't come true. And then you have the star in reverse. So whatever that was, it's making you kind of lose hope in your situation. Because you're feeling just super defeated right now with the Five of Swords in reverse, where it's like you might have had to walk away from a fight or something because you're feeling super defeated, super low, just not moving forward. You have a Knight of Swords here, which in reverse too, which based on the next coming cards, I'm going to say that this was a young or inexperienced man who it doesn't always have to be a man, but it's in the divine masculine, which is the energy that is very action oriented, versus the divine feminine, which is a more emotional and kind of, I don't want to say passive, but it's like this is in the action in the physical realm, whereas the divine feminine tends to be in the more emotional, um, psychological realm, is the way that I look at it. And so there was I'm just going to say again, a young man or an inexperienced man who I'm getting just kind of trampled you. Um, Being in reverse, they came in quick. They were super opinionated, said some really harsh things. And maybe that was like you got a message that you either missed a message or you got a message that just kind of ripped you apart and was not a good message. And then he like carries on his way, and because he's super self-centered, and instead of using that sword intellectual power to help people, he used it to tear people down. Because and then with the Queen of Wands in reverse, and again, gender doesn't matter, but I'm getting that it really just took your power away from you, where instead of being the confident, creative, independent Queen of Wands, you're feeling like super unstable. You're not feeling very creative right now. You could be stuck in a rut, and you're just feeling really powerless and doubting your own strength. But it is important to note that this is the Queen and not a page. So you still have that power. You're just not feeling into it right now, which this card now is super beautiful. But you have the Four of Cups here, so it's like you have other options and opportunities, and it's just got you like super stuck in your head because whatever this person did, they clearly hurt you and put you in a not good place mentally and emotionally, um, and that's where you're really focused on that, but you should be focused on, like there's more cups up here. There's other things. Um, and right next to it we have, come on, fingers. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and it is in reverse, but it's still a prosperous new beginning. It just means not right now, because you got to get yourself clear of all this energy first before you can start something new. But when you do start something new, when it is time, you have the Lovers here, which is this balanced give and take, and it's major arcana. So this is like super balanced and compatible, and it can be an actual romantic relationship, it can be just other relationships. I'm also getting the relationship you have with yourself, where suddenly you find that give and take and that worth and that love again, because self-love is also super important and we tend to kind of forget about it. But once you get kind of free from this Four Cups energy, where you're really focused on whatever it was that they did or said to you that made you lose hope, that made you feel defeated, that made you feel really not in your power, and I want to say unconfident, but I don't know that that's an actual word. Um, it just doesn't sound right. But lack of confidence. Um, then this energy, then it will be time to start anew. You're just not quite there yet, but then when you do, you're going to get this beautiful energy in, and it's going to be not traditional. You have the Hierophant here in reverse, so stop trying to maybe play by the book exactly and open yourself up to something a little non-traditional. Because there, the Empress, there you have all of your power, where you have the power to create, the power to nurture, love. This is just like, I mean, she is the Mother Earth of everything. So, again, regardless of gender, it is that power to bring into abundance. Um, and that confidence, that's all there. So I love that that's the outcome. And I love that that's also underneath this Queen of Wands in reverse. Um, because it's a beautiful place to get yourself to. So you've gone through some really rough kind of times, but it's about to start turning around. You just have to be a little patient. You're not just quite there yet. So let's learn more about this Ace of Pentacles. What's this new start gonna? Oh my, excuse me. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be, you got the Ace of Wands, so a new, passionate new start, creative new start, getting a lot of passion, and then you do have the Ten of Coins. It is in reverse. So again, it's like this new start, when it comes, it's going to lead you to this abundance, to everything that you want, where you have security in your finances, in your home, in your love life, everything. But it being in reverse is, it's just, you're not quite there yet. What I'm getting is that you haven't started that path yet. You're lining up to start that path. And when you do, it will be a passionate new beginning. And then this will be on the horizon. And then the Lovers and the Empress and all these amazing things. Um, you just kind of have to heal yourself from this first. What advice do we have for this Four of Cups? Okay. Okay, you're chatty. Hopping all over the place. All right. So you have the Devil and you have the Five of Cups. The Devil, obviously, is you need to break free from toxic bonds. You need to break free from whatever it is that is holding you back, that is making you feel chained down, that isn't serving you, that it can be an addiction, physical, mental, emotional kind of addiction. You could be addicted to people who aren't helping you. You need to just break free from that. And with the five of cups, I mean, it says there at the bottom, it says disappointment. And so I feel it's like you need to release this. Like, sorry, this might sound harsh, but it's the message I'm getting, is stop wallowing in your self-pity. Like, yeah, it sucked and it hurt, but like, you need to let it go, because usually it shows a man who's crying over three spilt cups, but there's two standing behind him. And again, same with the four, is there's still one being offered. So you still have things, and you need to stop looking at what's been spilled and start looking at what can be created. And when you unbind yourself, that's what it is. When you release this depression, when you release this clinging on to, well, things didn't work out, and feeling so bad about myself, which, I mean, these are all valid parts of the healing experience, so I don't want to talk down about that. Wallowing 100% serves a purpose, but now it's time to release that and start moving forward. Because some people, it can be really easy to just kind of cling to that wallowing and that self-pity, and not actually pick yourself back up again. But in order to have this prosperous new beginning and actually get to these other things, like, you got to pick yourself back up, and don't let this take you down. I actually, when I got into a spiral myself, kind of like that, I had some wisdom from a friend at the time, um, who was not delicate with his words. And he just told me, you can't let someone mess you up this badly. And that really resonated with me. And I feel like that's kind of what they're saying, is like, you can't let this mess you up that badly, because you are still a queen or king, and you are going to be within your power, this Empress energy, and you are going to have it. So, like, don't unchain yourself from this doubt, from whatever hurtful message came in. Um, release it and start something new. Start something new. Let's get some advice for pile 2. What advice do we have for pile 2? Which is interesting because Morganite is all about like healing your heart. So what advice do we have for pile 2? That one, I see it. One. Let's get 2 more. 2 more pieces of advice for pile 2. Man, struggling to communicate. Maybe that's why I had all these blue stones help me communicate. 2 more. Oh, there we go. Those were 2. Exactly. Okay, perfect. All right, so the advice we have for you, pile 2. Okay, so we have trickery. So yeah, someone was being deceitful, someone was saying things, probably being manipulative, which obviously with these 2 swords in reverse, they're using their words to do it. So just kind of be aware. And I feel like don't take that into yourself. Don't take their actions into your power. Like that's on them. And that's another thing to release is like, it's not really about you. It's about whatever their emotional journey is right now, but it's hurting you. Their trickery is hurting you, but that's where you need to say, like, don't take it into yourself because you're the freaking empress. Like, you can create abundance, you have power, you're amazing and beautiful and caring and loving and giving, which is why it hurts so much because you do take that into yourself, but don't take it because that's on them. That's them being a jerk. I was gonna curse, but I don't want to. That's just them being a jerk. You have certainty upright. So I feel like be certain in yourself. Regain that self-confidence because yeah, you're the queen or king of wands, you know, you're passionate and creative and independent and you just need to be certain. Remind yourself about that. Remind yourself who you are. And with spark here in reverse, I feel it's like try to, especially with this wands energy, try to find that spark again. Like find that spark in yourself. Because once you get that spark, that's what's going to get you to this new beginning, this prosperous new beginning that I can't pick it up right now. My fingers won't let me. There we go. This Ace of Pentacles that will lead to this 10 of Pentacles. And while they're both in reverse, that's just because you're not there yet. You need to get this spark back and then you can start down that path. All right, group 2, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, then leave it. Feel free to pick another pile or pick another reading. There's so many other talented YouTubers out there. You're welcome to watch. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of you guys. And yeah, I will see you next time, group 2. Bye. Hi, group 3. You picked the chrysocolla. I am having such challenges talking during this reading. And so it's funny to me because chrysocolla is all about communication and opening up the throat chakra. So maybe it'll help me and I hope it helps you guys. But this is your general energy reading for the week and it is timeless. So whatever week this finds you, that you needed it. So let's go ahead and find out what is the advice that group 3 needs in order to get through the coming week. What is the general energy for group 3? right, group 3. I don't know whatever is on your mind, but immediately I am super lightheaded. So you guys have a lot of energy going on right now. Because it hit me the minute I started shuffling your guys' cards. So I'm going to start reading, and as I read, we'll get the story of what's going on. To start out, like you have the Fool here upright, so you started a new beginning. It's time to take a leap of faith and get the Two of Pentacles. So you're balancing, you're juggling some things. You might have just taken a leap of faith on a new adventure, and you're kind of juggling things right now. You have the Nine of Wands here, so I feel like you're not sure where things are going, because the Nine of Wands is all about being steadfast and vigilant, and you're just kind of waiting. And so with the Two of Pentacles here I feel like you're not seeing results yet. You're just kind of, yeah, putting effort in and seeing, and you're in kind of like a cycle, and it's making you feel a little stuck, but like you hang in there. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be feeling drained financially, like you're also giving too much of yourself. Again, the gender doesn't really mean anything, but Nine of Pentacles is often very nurturing. It can also be a mother, but I'm really getting like you're just feeling drained, which makes sense especially if you just took a brand new leap and are waiting. You're just kind of stuck in a limbo right now of things, and you're not really seeing things panning out. So you're feeling drained. You're feeling drained of your resources, of your emotions, of your nurturing. You're just giving, putting so much into this. And Seven of Wands in reverse, you're starting to lose confidence that it was the right leap to take. You're starting to wonder if it's worth the fight, because the Seven of Wands is all about standing your ground for something that's really important, something that you believe in. And so with it being in reverse, it's like you're not sure if it's worth the fight anymore. Especially Five of Pentacles reverse. So you've been feeling drained, especially financially. It's usually that left out in the cold. With it being in reverse, though, I feel like this is more of a perception than the actual truth of things. Like you could have lost money on this, because there's a lot of pentacles in this reading. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, almost half the cards are pentacles. So yeah, you could actually have lost some investment, some financial investment, some security in this. But I feel like your mind is making it to be worse than it is, because if it was upright, then I'd say like, yeah, you're losing some money. And but with it being in reverse, I feel it's like the perception that you're losing money. And maybe you actually are, but I don't think you're losing as much as you think you're losing. Because you have the Seven of Pentacles right next to it, which is just telling me, like, especially since it's under the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, is that you're not reaping the reward just yet. And I wondered if this would show up. You're not reaping that reward just yet. You're still planting the seed. So it's not time to harvest and get your money back. But if you hang in there, yeah, you have the Nine of Swords. So I feel it's like in reverse. So I feel it's like, don't worry so much about it. Like you're working yourself up and you don't need to. You just, especially since it's under the Nine of Wands, like you're super worried about, do I hang in there? Do I keep losing money? You're not losing as much money as you think you're losing. It's just not time to reap the rewards yet. So you just got to stay in this Two of Pentacles balance where you keep feeding into it and keep doing your work and I mean, it's an infinity, so it's a never-ending cycle. So just keep with the cycle, hang in there, and stop worrying about it being right, because it's just not time to harvest it yet. You got to keep putting in the work. You're not losing as much as you think that you're losing. Justice, again, so there is an imbalance, because, justice with the scales. So there is an imbalance of some kind. And because it's not temperance, I'm getting it is a financial imbalance, that you are investing a lot and not getting back, not getting back. But you got the King of Swords here. So like, hang in there, keep your wits about you. Don't let this anxiety kind of pull you over. Be strategic in your plans and things will be okay. You just really need to think it through and have a clear mind, and don't let your anxiety get the best of you, because like with this justice in reverse, this imbalance, this financial, the material imbalance, physical imbalance, I mean, it can be corrected. Justice is all about balancing out, right? It's all about tipping those scales. Let's get some clarifiers for what's going on with pile 3. So yes, yeah, 7 of Wands. Is it worth pile 3 to keep fighting for this? Yeah. You got the Hermit, but it's upright. And you got the 6 of Coins. So I think it's like you really need to go within yourself and find the answer to that. Is it worth it to you? Is like right now, again, there's still this imbalance of money. So right now you are investing a lot up front, and you need to really think about it. Is that eventually going to pay off? And go within yourself and find, like, weigh those pros and cons. Kind of take a time out for a minute from the grind to really think it through. 7 of Pentacles. I guess I just really want to know, is this going to balance back out? Like, will there be a harvest? Pile 3? That's the question, isn't it? Clarify the 7 of Pentacles for me, please. Maybe that's better. Okay. Be strong. You have the Magician, so you have everything to bring into fruition what you want. You have the power of manifestation, the power of creation. You need to just be strong and really harness that. So I feel it's like, yes, there can be a harvest to reap, so to speak, but you have to put in the effort. You have to keep putting in the effort to get there, which is requiring a lot of upfront cost, whether that's emotional, monetary. I'm getting it's monetary because, again, more pentacles. Like, but you got to hang in there, and you still have to be smart about it. So don't just throw all your money toward this. Like, you do need to be smart and have balance. Let's clarify this justice in reverse, please. So 7 of Swords says their opposition. So, which also goes with injustice. You might have some competition, because this is usually the guy who's stealing the swords. So somebody who's being sneaky, somebody who's being manipulative, might even be stealing from you. You might need to look into that. That's leading toward this imbalance. I heard embezzlement because I almost said it too when I went to say imbalance. I almost said embezzlement. So if this is a financial like thing or business, like maybe take a look and see if somebody's not being honest with the money and their dealings with it. So which would make sense too of why needing to be in the power of the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is all about delivering justice, not just keeping a clear head, but he evaluates things, makes an informed decision, and with his sword delivers justice. Who's being sneaky? Who's being sneaky? 8 of Cups in reverse. someone who is fired, like if this is a business thing, like I'm getting it's someone who is fired, somebody who is forced to walk away. They might be sabotaging and making things harder. Or it could be like a partner or somebody who didn't like the way things were going and so they walked away. Somebody who's walked away. They're being sneaky. Yeah. Which is adding to all these challenges, and you just have to have the strength to get through it and the clear head to do it. Anything else for pile 3 before we move on to advice? I guess so. Okay. You have the Emperor. So that's all like, yeah, you got the power. Emperor, magician, you have the power to build what you want. You King of Swords, the clear mind to do it and bring it into fruition. 6 of Cups, like this is everything that you wanted and you hoped for. And like, I mean, it's usually about nostalgia, but I feel it's like your childhood dream almost like coming true. And then you got the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I feel it's like it's not as bad as you think it is. The outlook isn't so bad. You just need to focus on that cup that's still full, that cup that's coming to you. Like, don't get wrapped up in all the things that they're taking or whatever. It's just because you have the power at the end of the day. You have the power. All right, let's get some advice for pile 3. Especially since I love this, because I mean, it literally says power at the bottom of the card. I just had to show that to you. Okay. Oh, and you had judgment in reverse. So like, yeah, there's just things that you're not seeing right now, but you have the power and you can build and create. So let's get advice for pile 3. 1, 2 more. Advice for pile 3. 2 more, please. Okay, that's 2. Great. Oops, flip that over the wrong way. All right, so you have curiosity here in reverse, and what I feel is like I'm getting like don't waste your time investigating this person. Like I feel like they will make themselves like it will work itself out. You just got to be clear mind and then like deliver any justice that might be required of you when the time is right. Like again with that 4 of shells, like stop thinking and dwelling about it and move forwards. Don't let your curiosities get the best of you because your focus needs to be elsewhere right now. Your focus needs to be on putting in that work so that you can reap that harvest. You have gift in reverse. I'm getting a couple things with this, so hang on. I'm getting like don't accept any gifts without checking it out first, but also like the gift of abundance will be coming through to you soon. It's just not there yet. So I'm getting like just be cautious of what people are offering to you and you know keep that with a level head and then abundance will come in. And yeah, be compassion. Just be compassionate. So like if you know who this was that might be doing you dirty, be compassionate because even though he's the King of Swords is all about like being just and decision making, he's also about like honesty and doing the right thing and not being a dick about it. Excuse me, language. So yeah, have compassion, especially when dealing with the situation. And I'm also getting like, be compassionate to yourself. Don't blame yourself for things. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing this like you're doing the best you can. And it is taking a lot out of you, but you have the strength, you have the resources, you have the power, And you just need to remind yourself of that. And so be compassionate. Yeah, be compassionate to yourself too. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, you're welcome to pick another pile or another reading. There's also a bunch of awesome tarot readers on YouTube that you can go watch and choose from. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. I appreciate having all you guys. All right, next time. Bye. Hi, pile 4. You picked the pink calcite. So here is your general energy reading for the week. It is timeless, so whatever week you find this is the week that it is meant for you. So yeah, let's find out what does pile 4 need to know for the upcoming week. What's the energy around it, and what else do they need to know? Whoa, all right. We're getting right into it. Wow. Wow, excuse me, I have to go pick up cards. All right. Okay, that was a lot. That was fast. Man, I think pile 2 is the other one that just like popped out. Not that forceful though. So okay, to start your reading, you have the Knight of Coins. Like that was the one that was upright on the floor, just like boom. So I feel like you've been working towards something for a while, or yeah, I feel like you've been working towards something for a while and you're still on that path. And oh, we got the Four of Wands. So it's time for celebration. This can also be in marriage or a wedding. But it's time to celebrate because I feel like you've been working towards something and you finally got it. And now you got the Three of Wands. So now you're looking out toward the future, kind of like, well, now where do I go? And looking at those big ideas. And with the Six of Wands here, the Six of Wands is all about like victory and riding into victory. And what I'm getting from it being reversed is like it's time to pause before you just start charging forward, especially with it being right next to this Three of Wands, where it's time to really look forward at where it is you want to go. And I can't tell if those are super glary or not. I'm sorry if they are. Before just charging back into action. Because, like, I mean, the Knight of Coins is the slowest knight in the deck, and you can tell it's because, like, all the other knights, their horse is usually, like, charging or something, and his have both feet on the ground. Not so much in this card, but usually, like, it's just standing there. And so, whatever it is, like, to get you to this point of celebration, you clearly do take your time, think things through, put in the effort, put in the time. And so, it's keep with that energy. Don't let this celebration like push you forward too fast because you do need to weigh where it is you want to go in your future. And you need to, with the Queen of Cups here, like trust your intuition, let your intuition guide you. What's going to bring you the most emotional happiness and fulfillment. We have the world here in reverse. And so what I'm getting is like, it's not over yet. Because the world is usually the end of a cycle. It's two tens for a reason, and tens are ends of the cycles. Like it's 21. It's the end of the cycle. It's usually the happily ever after. It can also mean distance. You might like have distance. What I'm getting, like you have some distance still to go before you reach this conclusion of this chapter. Like it is in sight, but it's on like the horizon. So it's like as you're gazing out, like You got options here along the horizon. You're not there yet. It's not complete yet, but your journey, the end of your journey is in sight. Judgment in reverse is all like the Judgment card is about an awakening of some kind. And with it being in reverse, I feel it's like you're missing information, information that will lead you to a good judgment call, but will also give you like the answers that you're seeking. And that's just kind of hidden from you right now. But you do have the 10 of coins here. So like you're on the right path. You're on the path toward this stability, this security in your finances, your home, where you want for nothing. You have it all. And that is upright. So even though you're not there yet, like the world and the Judgment card, those are both major arcana. They're the only two major arcana in this reading. So there's a lot of weight to that, where it's like it's truly not there yet, but it's on the horizon. And things seem unclear, but you're going in the right direction, and you need to have faith in that. I'm also super sorry if you're hearing any scratching noises behind me. That's my tortoise, Wanda. She's climbing, digging. She's being Wanda. So I'm sorry if my microphone is picking up on that. I apologize. We'll get some more clarification on those two, because you are heading toward the 10 of coins. We have the 5 of cups here, so I feel like you've been disappointed, and I feel like what I'm getting is that you like don't want to repeat. And so that's why it's good time to really like think things through and look at things, is because what I'm getting this is it's not so much like you're disappointed and you're wallowing right now. I feel it's like, because the way that he's looking, he's actually looking at the cup that's still upright. He has got 3 cups upright, which is different because in most cards there's 3 knocked over and 2 that are upright. So he's got 3 upright and 2 knocked over, and I feel it's like you're weighing your choices right now, especially because 3 and 3 of like, what path do I go? What didn't work? What can I learn from these past disappointments? Like that's what the energy I'm really getting from this card. Is what can you learn from those past disappointments to help you make a better choice, to make a good judgment call for your future that will get you here. And you really need to evaluate it and let your intuition and your gut guide you so that you can get to this happily ever after on the horizon. And don't just like rush into it and plow forward, because that would be a not good judgment call. That's how you get disappointed. But like while you're evaluating this, you have the 4 cups in reverse. So it's like you have new opportunities and options being presented to you, and you need to be aware of those. Don't just brush them under the rug. Don't think that they're inconsequential. Like they actually do mean something. So be observant to the world around you, so that you can see what is being offered. All right. Well, that's just not fair. I didn't even ask my question yet, so. That was the Ace of Swords in reverse, but I'm not taking it. It's a new beginning, but think it through first. Okay, so I wanted to clarify the world. Let's clarify the world for group 4. Why is it in reverse? That was a horrible shuffling job. Okay, group 4. The world. Why is this in reverse? Thank you. So 3 of Cups in reverse. I mean, the 3 of Cups is all about celebration. It's also about friendship. Talking about the world. You might not be at your happily ever after yet because getting it's just not time to celebrate that yet. I don't think it's that people are being shady or stop. Like that's what I have to stop and think about. Like, is this because you've had some friends who are talking crap, or people who are trying to sabotage you. And there could be that, like, but I'm not, like, if there is, it's not a big deal. Like, you already know how to deal with it and you don't listen to them. What I'm really getting is, like, it's just the world is in reverse because it's just not time to celebrate yet. That's what I'm getting. Um, so let's clarify judgment. A couple on judgment. A couple clarifiers on the judgment card, please. Oh, that's two. It's exactly what I asked for. Justice. So truth. I mean, getting what you deserve. Balance. And then the three of coins in reverse, which is all about teamwork and building a stable foundation. So like judgment being in reverse is, yeah, you do need to get, like, you will get what you deserve. You just got to put in more work. I'm also getting, especially with the three of coins and the three of cups there, like choose your team wisely. Like make better judgment calls on who you keep around you. That will actually help you be prosperous. And if there was somebody who was like not helping the foundation that you're building, they're going to get justice for it too. So that will be delivered. So I'm just, yeah, I'm getting like choose who you surround yourself with and carefully make sound judgment on that. That's 3-3. 3. You have 3 threes. 3-3-3. That might be an important number for you if you've been seeing that. That usually means like it's kind of like fate, like you're being led upon the right path and guided by your spirits and ancestors or God or whoever, whatever your faith may be, like you're being guided down this path. I just feel like, especially since two of these have to really, I feel it's like, look at where you want to go and who is going to help you get there and make a good call on what's actually going to support you. What's going to get you to that celebration. I want one more. Nine of Swords. Anxiety. Like you're really worried about this. But it's upright and I'm almost feeling like you should be. Not necessarily like that sounds so bad. I'm not saying that you should be worried about it because there's anything bad happening, but it's like you should be taking it into consideration because there are things, people perhaps with the Three of Cups and the Three of Coins that aren't in your best interest. And like, don't work yourself up into a tizzy about it because you do have justice here, but like, there might be something to worry about. Like, what would that be? Yeah, like Six of Cups is just getting that's, I mean, it's a soulmate card, but it's nostalgia. I feel it's like, I always think of it as like childhood dreams come true. And so you need to be making the choices that will help you get there, help you feel fulfilled so that you can get to a point where you can finally celebrate, so you can build something stable, so you can have this Ten of Cups. I don't know. I'm still like, I don't know. There's people here, but I'm also getting like they're not as big a deal. Like, don't worry about the people. That's it. Don't worry about the people. Worry about making your dreams come true. That's what it is. Don't worry about the people and what any naysayers or anything like that. Worry about what will make your dreams come true. There it is. All right. Anything else for pile 4 before we move on to advice? Two of Wands. So just, yeah, take time and really think your next steps through carefully. because you will get to this 10 of coins. You just got to make sound judgment calls um, as you do it. And again, don't worry about the people. Don't obsess about the people. Maybe that's this 4 of cups is, and the 5 of cups is like, you might be too focused on those disappointments as opposed to learning from them and growing from them and building something more stable, and worry about like what's going to get you that 6 of cups, what's going to get your heart and soul filled, and what's going to make you happy. These are your advice. Two more for pile 4. Man, I know it's pile 4, but you guys, I suddenly feel like so weighed down that I didn't feel when I started the reading. And I feel it's like once we got to these clarifications, I don't know if you guys are disappointed, if it's not what you wanted to hear, like you actually are in a good position for moving forward, for moving toward your dreams and everything. I just feel this weight like on my chest, and it feels so disappointed. And I feel like that's what you need to release, is that whatever that disappointment is, like things might not have gone the way that you thought they would, but you're still heading in the right way, the right path. You're just not at the end yet. But it's like there's no 9 of Wands here. It's not going to be a battle. It just, you're just not there yet. So, okay, the advice we have for you: wonder. I feel like from this, it's like keep your sense of wonder and whimsy and thinking creatively and being open to possibilities. There's so much. Then you have fun in reverse. Like you need to have more fun. Lighten up. That's so funny because I'm just talking about how heavy I feel. Like release these burdens. Please, please lighten up. And you have jealousy in reverse here too. And I'm getting just like, stop comparing yourself to others and your path to other people, and making yourself feel down about yourself, because like your journey is your journey and it's going to lead you to your path and your happiness, and you can't compare it to other people because other people have other obstacles and other tests and other lessons that they have to learn that you don't. You have your own tests and lessons that you have to learn to make you grow, because you are you and they are them. So don't compare yourself to it, because you're on your own path and you're doing your thing, and you'll get there. You have this 10 of coins. It's not even in like the outcome position. It's like this is for sure gonna happen. You need to let go of this grow from your disappointments. Don't just wallow in it. Look at the opportunities. Look at what is possible, and move toward those dreams, those childhood dreams that are gonna like fill your soul and give you happiness. All right, group 4, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If it didn't resonate, you're welcome to pick another pile or another reading. There's also a bunch of other very talented tarot YouTubers that I highly recommend checking out. And I will see you next time. All right, bye.